Beneath your feet, there are entire worlds you were never meant to see, hidden cities, secret bunkers, and underground networks that governments and powerful organizations have tried to keep off the maps for decades. From Cold War shelters buried deep in the earth to mysterious tunnels stretching beneath major cities, these places tell a story of fear, power, and survival. Stories most people have never heard. And yet, some of them might be closer to you than you think. Be sure to watch the video until the very end. You'll discover the bunker designed to save humanity. If you're fascinated by strange, hidden, and extraordinary places on our planet, you're in the right place. Subscribe to our channel where we uncover the most intriguing locations and secrets of the world that are just waiting to be discovered. Number 5. Raven Rock Mountain Complex. Deep beneath the rolling farmland of Pennsylvania's Blue Ridge summit lies a fortress born of Cold War paranoia, a place built not just for the living but for continuity when everything above ground falls apart. The Raven Rock Mountain Complex, also known as Site R, the Rock, or ominously as the Underground Pentagon, is a buried sanctuary for America's highest-ranking officials. Concealed within a mountain of greenstone just miles from Camp David and around 65 miles from Washington, D.C., this subterranean stronghold stands as both a testament to human ingenuity and a monument to enduring fear. Construction of RMC began in 1951, following President Truman's authorization to create a secret fallback for the Pentagon in case of nuclear apocalypse. By 1953, the US government had carved out over 500,000 cubic yards, a staggering excavation amounting to a clandestine city embedded in stone. The facility was designed to house emergency operations centers for the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marine Corps, with the express goal of preserving the continuity of government even if the nation's capital lay in ruins. Far from simply a bunker, RRMC is a self-sufficient underground community. Within the mountain are 5 separate 3-story buildings, framed like normal office blocks inside a cavern, as well as roads wide enough for trucks and buses. The complex can accommodate approximately 3,000 people and remain buttoned up for at least 30 days, complete with its own power plants, ventilation systems, and water reservoirs. To put size in perspective, imagine an underground facility sprawling across an area comparable to a football field, excluding the end zones, packed with offices, meeting rooms, clinics, dining facilities, a barbershop, a chapel, fitness center, and yes, even a snack bar. Highly secure and continuously upgraded, RRMC has served as a critical communications hub, hosting 38 communication systems, supporting numerous Defense Department commands, and acting as a national gateway in emergencies. Despite its official secrecy, RRMC occasionally flashes into the public view, like when an unclassified conference announcement revealed details about manager meetings held inside the complex local press. Number 4. Metro 2. Metro 2, codenamed D6 by the KGB, is alleged to be a secret underground rail network beneath Moscow, built in parallel to the public metro system. Its purpose? To provide secure evacuation routes, communications, and command access for Soviet and later Russian leadership during crises. The system is said to run at depths of 50 to 200 meters below ground. It is rumored to connect critical locations such as the Kremlin, FSB headquarters, Ministry of Defense, Vnukovo II government airport, and an alleged underground city near Ramenki. Some sources mention additional lines or spurs, but these remain unverified and likely emerged from enthusiast speculation. According to some historical accounts, the first section was built by the late in the 1960s, linking the Kremlin to a site near Moscow State University, and possibly extending to Vnukovo II. The US Department of Defense, in a 1991 report titled Military Forces in Transition, referenced an underground network beneath Moscow designed to allow the government to function in wartime. The FSB and Russian metro authorities have never confirmed nor denied Metro 2's existence. Former Soviet advisor Vladimir Shevchenko acknowledged a single-track underground rail from the Kremlin to Stalin's dacha, though he said the line is no longer in use. So, does Metro 2 really exist? Yes and no. there is compelling circumstantial evidence, some confirmed by reputable sources, that subterranean transport infrastructures for high-level government use were created during the Cold War. That said, its full-scale, number of lines, and modern use remain unverified. Metro 2 stands as one of modern urban legend's most compelling mysteries. Number 3. The bunker beneath the Greenbrier, West Virginia, USA, hidden beneath the luxurious Greenbrier Resort in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, lies a Cold War relic of extraordinary secrecy, a vast underground bunker built to serve as an emergency shelter for the entire United States Congress. Constructed between 1959 and 1962, the bunker, known by its coded name Project Greek Island, remained hidden from public view for over 30 years. This subterranean complex was designed to accommodate over 1,000 people, stocked with supplies for 6 months. It included all essentials: a hospital, dormitories, dining facilities, radio and television studios for political broadcasts, and 2 chambers for legislative sessions. The deception was meticulous. Employees disguised as TV technicians maintained the bunker. Its existence came to light only after a 1992 Washington Post expose. Following its revelation, the bunker was officially decommissioned. Today, part of it serves as a data storage facility, while some sections are open for guided tours. Number 2. Beneath the surface of security, the Maginot Line's hidden world. When France emerged from the devastation of World War I, a collective anxiety took hold. How to prevent a repeat of the German onslaught? The answer came in the form of the Maginot Line, named after André Maginot, the Minister of War who championed its creation. Construction began in 1929 and spanned more than a decade, stretching roughly 280 miles along France's border with Germany. This colossal fortification was a marvel of engineering. It featured reinforced concrete bunkers, pillboxes, underground casemates, and artillery fortifications, designed to withstand heavy artillery, poison gas, and relentless assault. The Maginot Line was no simple barricade. It was a multi-layered defensive fortress designed in depth to stall invaders and grant time for French mobilization. Border posts and outposts, hidden blockhouses camouflaged to look like civilian homes manned by troops ready to issue a warning and stall enemy advances. Principal resistance line. Located about 10 kilometers behind the border, this line consisted of bunkers, infantry casemates, anti-tank obstacles, barbed wire, and GFM cloches, armored domes for observation and rifle machine gun defense, built between 1929 to 1932. This gros ouvrage boasts more than 1.2 km of underground galleries at depths of around 30 meters. It features Y-shaped layout with separate entrances for personnel and munitions, connected via an electrified narrow-gauge railway. It was never directly breached during the Battle of France in 1940 and later resisted Allied attacks in 1945. After the war, it was retained and eventually converted into a museum, open to public visits today. Despite its advanced design, the Maginot Line ultimately failed in its purpose. As Britannica explains, the line didn't extend adequately along the Belgian border, and in 1940 the German army simply bypassed it by striking through the Ardennes and Belgium. In retrospect, the Maginot Line shows how, despite their strength and sophistication, were rendered strategically obsolete by rapid armored warfare and blitzkrieg tactics. Today, the term Maginot mentality has become a cautionary metaphor, a warning against over-reliance on static defenses in a fast-changing world. Many fortifications remain scattered across northeastern France, derelict yet remarkably intact relics of a bygone era. As Distinctly Deutschland notes, many bunkers and ouvrages remain unscathed and visible, hidden beneath overgrowth yet open to exploration. Insights from urban explorers recount intact generator rooms, 75mm guns, ammunition stores, ventilation systems, and self-sustaining facilities, evidence of the ingenuity and durability built into these antiquated bunkers. Particularly striking is the filter room, an eerie chamber of decaying metal pipes and ventilation infrastructure, designed to purify air under the threat of attack. A chilling testament to wartime paranoia. Number 1. Tucked into the Arctic rock above Longyearbyen on the island of Spitsbergen, the Svalbard Global Seed Vault is the world's ultimate backup for crop diversity. A frozen time capsule built to outlast wars, power failures, and even centuries of warming. Carved more than 100 meters into Plateauberget and sealed beneath 40 to 60 meters of stone, its stark concrete portal glows with Divekasana's fiber optic artwork like a beacon in the polar night. A quiet signal that the genetic memory of our food is being kept on ice at the edge of civilization. Opened on 26 February 2008 and run under a three-party agreement between the government of Norway, the Crop Trust and Nordgen, the vault safeguards duplicate seed samples from gene banks worldwide, an insurance policy for humanity's pantry. Inside, 3 refrigerated chambers, each about 9.5 by 27 meters with 6-meter ceilings, can hold up to 4.5 million seed samples at a steady minus 18 degrees Celsius, leveraging the island's permafrost as a passive cold buffer. That adds up to a theoretical maximum of roughly 2.25 billion individual seeds, stored in sealed aluminum pouches and boxed like library volumes on steel shelving. The vault sits around 130 meters above sea level to stay dry, even in extreme melt scenarios, and its 100+ meter access tunnel now has upgraded waterproofing and a separate service building to keep heat-generating equipment out of the mountain. The design is deliberately simple and redundant. If the chillers failed, the bedrock's natural cold would keep temperatures safely below freezing for a long time. The Seed Vault exists because local disasters are common, but global backups were not. In 2015, as Syria's war shuttered ICADA's Aleppo gene bank, Svalbard enabled the first ever emergency withdrawal, so scientists could re-establish those collections in Lebanon and Morocco and later redeposit them. Proof that the black box model works, and that this Arctic archive is meant to serve the world in bad years, not just the worst year. Today, deposits arrive from nearly every region on Earth, and the holdings have passed the million accession mark, with periodic updates and ceremonial deliveries marking new milestones. What's inside isn't a doomsday stash for survivalists, but a catalogue of crop diversity, rices and wheats, millets and beans, hardy barleys and rare regional staples. Seeds that breeders and researchers can draw on to resist the next blight or adapt to the next drought. Ownership never transfers. Depositors alone can reclaim their boxes under strict black box terms, and public access stops at the parking area. There are no tours inside, no permanent staff underground, and no bunks or living quarters. It isn't a human shelter, and there's no published capacity for people. Just occasional technicians and authorized personnel tending freezers and inventories. In short, if you're counting how many humans could fit, you're asking the wrong question. Svalbard was built to house possibilities, not populations. Even this fortress evolves. After unusual rain and warmth sent meltwater partway into the entrance tunnel in 2016, Norway upgraded the approach with concrete lining, exterior drainage, and relocated machinery, reinforcing a facility already buttressed by geology and cold. The result is a vault that functions more like a glacial bank than a bunker. Quiet, austere, and patient, preserving options for farmers and scientists who will need them when the climate or conflict turns the tables again. This is our selection. Thank you for watching. Write in the comments if you are interested in this topic, and if you would like to see the second part. See you soon!